Merry Voltmas! Hi guys! Oh my gosh, everyone is here. Hi Kevin, hi Misha, hi Lise, hi Hoto, hi Okuni, hi Mikey. Hi everyone! Hi guys! I'm going to be lazy like after you eat a huge meal and just say hi to everybody with a big hug. Yeah! Is anyone still recovering from the holiday meals? Hey Patricia! Hi Sarah! Hi guys! Hope you're going to show us lots of new things you got for Christmas. I didn't get anything for Christmas. I'm pretty sure I can show you fancy things that I have around, but there's not exactly anything new. We have so much Christmas pudding left over. Is that the like the UK pudding, the one that's like a meal, not necessarily a dessert? Hi Malvina! Hi Sally! Hi everyone! Merry Christmas! We have a lot of chicken left over. This live stream is like one giant hug. Like, a big hug. Can't tell if the, oh yeah, blee 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 blee. This is Christmas, wee Boxing Day. Let me know if that worked. Merry Christmas. Aw, what? Oh, bummer. It's okay. I'm a big grown up. It's the thing that gets a bit out of whack with being a grown up and not having any kids or any family nearby. Not that we could see them this year anyway, but it's that sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, it's that as an adult, like whenever you have a big need, you fulfill it immediately. Whereas as a kid, you don't have any income technically, so you have to wait for special holidays to get some special stuff. Not saying that it's the best thing, like perhaps we should be more towards keeping the purchases for holidays, but ah, thank you. Yeah, it's a very fair isle. Though I think they named it an Aztec. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm trying my best to wear more to choose more consciously the kind of fiber that I wear. Because I was talking with Lee, and Lee mentioned to me the fact that certain fabrics, when, let's say the piece of clothing is completely run through, it's unsalvageable, it is used completely. Well, with certain fibers, you can chop it up in small bits and put it in your compost pile, and it's going to be composted because it's a natural fiber. Whereas acrylic and all that doesn't quite work like that. So I've been consciously trying to focus more on stuff like real wool and cotton. So yes, I'm kind of wearing a real wool sweater and not merino, so it's kind of a bit itchy. I want to get used to it. Sorry, the audio is fine. My YouTube was on auto mute for some reason. Oh no! Be right back. Gotta check on the lobster bisque. What? That's fancy. We have so many boxes of chocolate left over. How did you end up with so many boxes of chocolate in the first place? My son is so incredibly spoiled. Thank goodness he doesn't expect things. Give him everything and then he gets more at Christmas. Aww. But that's sweet. Like, he enjoys it. That's the whole point. Like, if I had family nearby or younger people, like, I understand it. Such a nice sweater. Oh, thank you. Merry Voltmas. Merry Voltmas. Yeah, real wool is amazing for that. Like, if you have a real wool sweater and you go out in the wind, you're going to be frozen on the spot because it doesn't block wind really well. But if you have a layer of wool underneath a windproof layer, you're going to be so warm. I have friends in the fiber world. I have alpaca sweaters. Ooh. I'm still new to this, so I'm trying to figure out remember the difference between stuff like alpaca, merino, wool, all that. Like, I know they're all technically wool, but you know what I mean. I don't know why I put these away. I'm gonna need those. COVID vaccine arrived here today. Oh! Is it available for everyone, or are they still, like, really choosing who gets it? Wonderful fiber. Are you allergic to cotton, Mikey? Because you can get some really nice cotton sweaters. Like, they're knit just like a wool sweater would be, but it's a big cotton yarn instead, and it's super comfy. I'm about to bankrupt myself with that schminkesel. Oh, where is there a schminkesel? There are certain wool shirts I can't handle. You can match something fierce. Yeah, you gotta be aware of that. Though I wonder if the one that... Are they pure wool, the one that make you itch? It's only frontline workers and care home residents and those with an underlying condition. This one makes sense. Yeah, it really does. Really, really does. Jackson's announced a Schminke Boxing Day sale. Ooh. Oh no. No. That's all. That's terrible. I cannot go look at that. So should I clean my my house this afternoon or draw? You should draw. Or do a bit of both. Hey, welcome back, Otto. I'm going to pay our BFF Jacksons a visit. No, I'm fine with cotton, Ev. I'm just trying to convince my mother about fiber in general, and then I will make the shift in my whole wardrobe. Yeah, I mean, cotton is so comfortable because it's easy care, and it's warm, and it's like, I think that in general, natural fibers, they don't hold on scents as much, so you don't end up with a t-shirt that smells like armpit sweat after wearing it twice, you know? What did everyone have for their Christmas meal? What was on your menu? That's a good question. We had the chicken. So traditionally, the Christmas meal is eaten on the 25th at lunch in Mr. E's family. So that's when we cooked our chicken. We had ham, scalloped potatoes, and yummy yeast rolls. That sounds weird. Made a prime rib roast. Ooh, a turkey. Whoa. Mashed potatoes, casserole, and 3 pies. We'll be eating off that pretty much forever. Yeah, you're good for a while. Wow. We had T-bone steak, mashed potatoes, and salad. Ooh. We had the same schedule except cornbread for our bread. Did Mr. E approve of chicken? Yeah, well, in his family, it's technically turkey, but since it's just the two of us, we opted for a much smaller chicken instead. This is the first time we cooked the chicken. Like, I've never cooked a whole chicken before. And we managed to cook it like breast side down instead of up. Chicken, cauliflower, onion, and tomatoes, oven roasted. Oh, that sounds great. Eggnog pudding. Oh no, our meal totally sucked, just like Thanksgiving. What? Oh no, Amisha. Not Amisha. Oh no, Mikey. We're 0 for 2 in this house this year. Oh no. We didn't have a chance to make our cinnamon rolls yet because sick to go. Oh no, poor doggos. Hi Dominic, Merry Christmas to you too. Hope everyone got something good. Wait, what? Roasted duck, pork roast, gravy for both, white potatoes, caramelized potatoes, whoa. Boiled half apples with currant gel for dinner. Risalamande with hot cherry sauce. Good grief, wow. That sounds fancy. I left my loaf of babka at my mom's. That's bread, right? That's a loaf of bread. Hey, Stephen, hi. Oh man, I miss caramelized potatoes. Can you have them, Otto? The business. Oh man. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Especially the potatoes, I gotta say. I love a good potato. Polished bread recipe with raisins in it, yep. I think I've seen some before and they were like, they had a twirl in them. They were really pretty. I'm not one for raisins, you guys know that, but raisins are not too bad if you can have them in a slice of bread and toast it. I will just take a box of meds and push through. It's Christmas after. Oh no, I didn't know you couldn't have potatoes. What? No. But French fries and roasted potatoes. No. Came from my great grandmother, and yep, my mom braids it. Yeah, my granddad had a similar recipe. It was for a sort of braided brioche that came from Alsace. Wasn't very sweet, but they would usually serve it with a bit of icing on it. How are Scout and Pecco doing? They're doing great. They had their Christmas meal. Like, we didn't plan anything for them because like we've had so many issues with our cats and food that we tried to keep it really simple. But we didn't check beforehand if we had enough tubes treat left. Like, they really like these treats that come in like a plastic tube and you just cut it off and you press out the puree and they eat it. It's basically just meat puree. And we only had one tube left, so what we did is I made like I took their plate and added like a bit of kibble, and then I did a fancy twirl of puree and I gave them that. No, I can't have potato. Oh, whew! Caramelized butter though. Yeah, but you can easily caramelize potatoes with like something else than butter though. Hey, Marchat! Merry Christmas! Hi, Phoebe! Merry Christmas! Hi, Trisha Cat! Dang, I hope you can have potatoes. Potatoes are awesome. I keep hearing a weird noise in here and I don't know what it is. I made a large lentil shepherd's pie. Ooh! That's yummy. Can't have potatoes, but I did have 2 slices of potatoes. Ooh, what a treat. Potatoes are great. We were so careful leading to Christmas things, like both our families isolating. In the leading up to Christmas, then we choose 2 random people from each family to get tested. We're so careful, worth it. Oh, definitely. That's the clever way to do it. The lesser marmalade kid, Charles, went to the vet on Monday for people. Oh no! The potato's lit. I'd be gobble gobble. Oh no! See, it's kind of worse when you put it that way. Yeah, but if you start having caramelized potatoes, you gotta go the whole Danish way. And oh, so much allergens that are so worth the pain. The noise is the ghost of that tube whose cap you ripped off. Oh, with my Herculean strength. Where is it? It's gotta be in here somewhere. It was one of those M. Grahams, right? Was it an M. Graham tube that I ripped off? Was it Renaissance tube? I don't remember which one it was. It doesn't look like it was one of these, though. I'll have to check in my other bins of stuff. Now that I have parafilm too, I gotta go fix that. Happy Boxing Day from the US. Hey, Veronica, hi. Reorganize all my tubes, putting my Daniel Smith, M. Graham, Sennelier, Winsor Newton, and Paul Rubens in one box, and the one I don't use in another. Oh no, the Bunners lease. You finished it? Whoa. Rip Watercolor Tube 2020. Aw. Come on. Aw. Oof, yeah, that's good. That's good, Ukuni. Those are great news. My cat's favorite holidays Boxing Day. Yeah, I'm trying to think of an idea to draw cats in boxes. Like, it has to be about that, right? But, yeah, I'm trying to come up with something fun to do. I have way too many tubes of paint. Yeah. Tell me about it. My cats kept playing in the wrapping paper and leftover boxes like last night. Aww. Hey, April, hi. Merry Christmas. My brain says I have too much paint, but my heart disagrees. There is no such thing as too much paint. Sorry, not sorry for the shouting. Yeah. To me, the key element is not having a lot of paint or not, is using the paint or not. Because having paint and not using it is such a shame. Amen, use all the paint. Yeah, definitely. Wait, I have to use my paint too? Well, that can't be right. Oh, we check. Well, unless I'm mistaken, the focus is locked on my camera, so maybe that could be the internet. I know that when the internet gets a bit sluggish, the quality in videos on YouTube really lowers. My local art store gave me a dirty look for asking for Daniel Smith with this look of, what do you think we are? Wait. Hey, Buxapate, hi! We realized we're all old today when we had our Christmas lunch with the ma-in-law, and within 2 minutes of sitting on the sofa, we were all passed out for almost 2 hours. Merry Christmas! Do you still use the Strathmore 500? I haven't used any pre-cut sheets in a while, but I still love those. I've been using a lot of my Arches pad cut in half. I think I took a break in using the 5x7 from Strathmore because since there's no longer any B paper easily available, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to use as swatch paper. So I think I kind of paused using all the pre-cut sizes that I had because I was wondering if I was going to switch to that for swatches. But I still love them, and they're really fine. Really easy to use. I'm in that weird limbo where I'm full yet hungry. That's a weird stomach feeling. Like sometimes you just finish eating and it was like a decent meal and you're like, why do I still feel hungry? That's so weird. Get a hot chocolate maker and I've run that poor thing through the mails. What is it? Hubs did the cooking today and it was stellar, but I had the misfortune of getting 2 cloves back to back in my red cabbage, and as much as I love cloves, it was so awful. Oh. Time for dessert round 3. Ooh! More pudding, right? My head's splitting from last night. Never again will I drink wine. Yeah, you say that. I was wine lit Christmas Eve. But clothes are great. I made gingerbread cookies. Well, Mr. E and I made gingerbread cookies, and then we decorated them, if you can say that. Appreciate these cats in boxes. Every box in my house has a loaf inside at all times. Yes. Our cats are really into sitting on top of boxes, not necessarily being in them. Like, whenever we end up with some sort of flat box, a bit like, you know, like a pizza box, like similar kind of flat box, like we keep them for the cats because they love to sit on them. Especially Pico. Went back and watched all my favorite Christmas episodes of anime and Tokyo Godfathers. Oh, I have to check Amazon, I guess. Last time I checked, the B paper was like $50 for the regular pack of 6x9. Last night for our Italian night, we made spaghetti sauce with a wine tomato meat sauce. Ooh. My cats will do whatever with a box. In it, on it, squash it, throw it, get stuck under it. Did you forgot throw up in it? Oh my gosh, what is this hot chocolate maker? Box of paint, I want to know. Please be responsible and spay neuter your boxes, or all of a sudden there will be cats everywhere. Hey, Paulo! Merry Christmas! Okay, guys, my friends just got here. I got. Hey, thank you so much for being here, Mikey. Have a great weekend. Merry Christmas again. Or maybe Voltmas. It sounded like something that would just take up space, but one day in and it's been usable. What is it? What is it? If I'm not mistaken, he's talking about. I'll have to go click on that. What is it? Oh, whoa, that's fancy. Dang. Wow, you guys are not kidding. about hot chocolate. Looks like a fondue pot, but you add milk and chocolate shavings, press button, and you get a mug of hot chocolate in a few seconds. Ooh. So it warms and mixes it. It's got a whisk thing inside the stairs. Okay. Yeah, they're beautiful. The models that Otto linked are gorgeous. Oh, that's so cute, Tsukaboo. I would have forced just keep getting into my scruggies. Aww. Hey, thank you for pasting the link to me. I'll have to check those more thoroughly. But I'm glad I have a good visual image of them now. Dang, I use hot chocolate that's so cheap it's worse when you use milk. Oh, that's sad. Though I'm pretty sure my version of hot chocolate is not great. Hey, Dominic. Did I say hi? Did I say Merry Christmas? I didn't know hot chocolate differs by region. A year ago I learned that French hot chocolate is thick. Like fondue-like thick. You kind of have two different things. You have hot chocolate and you have drinkable chocolate. Not quite the same. The drinkable chocolate is a really thick version, and it's basically like drinking melted chocolate. Like a bit more diluted, but not much. Well, hot chocolate is more like the thinner beverage. I make hot chocolate with cacao powder and whatever alternative milk I have. No sugar, no. Though I made a version once. I wanted to try something. I still didn't put any sugar in mine, I think, because I don't like it. But I added a tiny bit of cacao butter. And it was really delicious. It really added to the taste of it. What's the best Christmas present you got the year? What's yours, Otto? Did you answer about the meal? What did you get to eat on... Well, I know what you got to eat, but... Like in a different world, we would totally have to get together for Christmas. And yes, you said all the greetings. Aw, well, you got them twice then. Have twice the merry and twice the highs. Oh really? I was so confused when I moved to the UK and had to learn to add sugar to hot chocolate mix because it is not sweetened. Now we've got some like Mars and things that are sweet, but the old school... Oh really? I didn't know that. Maxa Paint. The old stuff was hardcore. I would have loved that. Though they probably have powdered milk in it, right? My new Archambault D16 drawing display tablet. Ooh! What have I been missing all my life? I need thin drinks. I like to drink very aggressively. Rah! Drink! Best gift this year, new electric kettle. My old one has been intermittently broke for over a year. Mine has been running on for a while too. It's about 10 years old, and it's not like a fancy one. It works well, no issues about that. But it's definitely not something that has been built to last a long time, if you know what I mean. And I have to angle it properly on the base, otherwise it doesn't start. Oh, I'm glad the focus issue is fixed, Sally. Okay, so Otto's meal. Roast chicken, the exact same chicken as him. Yeah, Otto sent me a recipe. Roasted veg, pigs in blanket. Ah, dang. I want pigs in blanket. My niece that just moved into her own place for the first time is over the moon to have her first kettle. Yeah, the first thing I would need in a kitchen is a kettle. Best gift, a warm up in the microwave seal. Oh! Is it one of those things you warm up and then you can put around your neck to feel better? Hey, Elena! Hi! Merry Christmas! I forgot I got some Japanese one. Ooh, what did you get, Paulo? Oxapen says, you can still find it, but no sugar and no milk powder. Not sure why they didn't call it cocoa powder, sorry. But definitely labeled drinking chocolate. Ooh, I would be all over that. That's basically what I do with mine. I just add a bit of cream, not creamer, a bit of like oat milk in it and call it a day. Anyone ever ate a chunk of 100% cacao? I did. I absolutely did. Roasted shallots and parsnips. Ah, roasted parsnips are so good. Poor parsnips are so underrated. They're delicious. Oh, that's like, that was meant for you, Otto. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, in the store there was a, you know, the tag that displayed what it was. It was like, specifically for Otto. Warm up seal. Well, the 100% one is not exactly cocoa powder because it has some of the butter still in it. Like the cocoa butter. I mean, it's not necessarily a great experience because it's insanely bitter, but it's interesting to know what it tastes like. Cacao nibs, if you want to try something really fun with cacao nibs, is you infuse them like tea. You put the nibs in a mesh and you put the hot water on them, exactly like tea, and you infuse them. And it's really delicious, actually. I agree, parsnips get a bad rap. They're so tasty. We have to do parsnips and carrots. Our house has divided them in a series of ways. Oh. Oh no. Oh, sorry. Yeah, my evening chai tea had cacao beans. Ooh. Yeah, my tea went in the wrong pipe. It's again the good old Kuzmi tea. It's the Prince Vladimir one, which is Earl Grey with more citrus in it, like orange. Ugh. Some thick French hot chocolate to do the trick. Yeah, to kill me. What? No, cumin is great for parsnips too. Like, curried parsnips are great. And my voice is all busted up. And I think parsnips taste like a lemon that has gone terribly wrong in the crunch. But it gets so sweet when you cook it. Oh, that's great, Sarah. Yes. Please share it. I want to see that after. Satire is good on parsnips with butter. Ooh, yeah. I didn't know that parsnips have a citrusy flavor. Parsnips, I mean... Hold on, let me grab my phone. Just gotta make sure that I'm not confusing it with another veggie in French. Oh no. I'm low on battery on my phone. Parsnip. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. We call it penne in French. Used to be one of my favorite puree as a kid. I didn't want like all the basic puree stuff, but parsnip, bring it. That's funny, Buxapane. Buxapane says my brain just tells me that something is wrong when I eat one. Same as lamb. Nothing wrong with it, but I can't do it. As a kid, my two favorite purees were lamb and parsnip. Like my mom would try to give me chicken puree and I wouldn't have any of it. I mean, a good roasted tray of all the root veggies, carrots, parsnip. What's the name of that one? We call it navet in French. You know, it's the one that's like one side is sort of beige and the other side is purple. And potatoes. No beets though. Ugh. I don't do beets. Need a good baguette right now for leftover turkey. Ooh, with some mayo, I hope. Mayonnaise. Mustard and olives. Ooh, sounds great. Whoa, what? I got nitrate poisoned by my roomie's vegan. Oh no, Okani, that sounds awful. Turnips, thank you so much, Buxapane. I couldn't find it. Turnips. I react badly to goji berry of all things. Ooh, that's weird. Though, you're not missing out on all that much, you know. I mean, if you like dried fruits, there are so many tastier dried fruits out there. Turkey sandwiches with homemade mayo. Ooh. Like an aversion to mayo is really good. Vegan mayo is also crap. Oh, it's not that bad. I disagree. I get a good, I think, like, it's quite different. Fine. But I really appreciate the fact that Hellmann's has made an attempt at having a vegan mayo available. So you don't have to go to some niche, green, healthy food store to get some vegan mayo. You can get it in the same aisle as all the rest of the Hellmann's stuff. And I mean, in a sandwich, or if you add some spices to it, it's fine. I also get a locally made chipotle vegan mayonnaise that's quite good. This was a week ago. I had to sleep with my legs up on couch cushion for 2 nights. Ooh. And drink liters of water. Oh, dude, that sounds awful. Look at it on the plate the next day. I am not gonna do that. Mayo, you just, you eat it there, and if it's not eaten there, you don't keep it. I mean, regular mayo is kind of weird the next day, too. Here we have a lot of vegan mayo. Some tastes just like... Oh, that's awesome, Malvina. Quite lucky. I live behind a craft plant in Dallas. It's so hard to eat mayo and BBQ sauce. What about craft dinner? It's so easy to make a vegan mayo using aquafaba. I haven't played with that. Sounds like a hassle. The only nasty mayo I've had... Though, Miracle Whip is not mayo. It's salad sauce, which is about 10 layers of gross. Ugh. Dang, Miracle Whip is terrible. Mexican mayo is made with lime juice. That sounds absolutely amazing. Veganese is very tasty. I do have a chipotle. The chipotle mayonnaise is amazing. It's so good. I'm just bummed that I can't find it easily, but if I could, I would have a jar of that all the time. It's so good. Little salads. Well, it's what it's named as in French. It's sauce à salade. Basically salad sauce. And I'm like, please don't. Hey, Yuri, hi. Merry Christmas. Malvina says we have a lot of vegan food and the market is growing. That's really awesome news. I'm all for the vegan stuff. I mean, it's not all good, definitely, but the fact that there's interest and development is always, like, fun. No idea what sound sauce is. Yeah, it sounds kind of... It is gross. It's basically if you have... Miracle Whip on a gold side. Well, you could do that with mayo and it would be better. Like, Miracle Whip is like mayo's weak brother that is super sweet and just weird. We had both growing up, and the moment I went on my own, I didn't touch a jar of Miracle Whip. Guilty pleasure is what I was trying to remember. A Miracle Whip and Heinz salad crème. Yeah, same energy, honestly. Blech. Why? Why? I still don't understand salad crème. My hubby puts it on all kinds of things. Is it like adjusted salad dressing? Bugs and schminke cell. I have to resist. I have to resist. Yeah, same. I ate Miracle Whip when my mom was preparing the food because we would have some. And she would use it because I think she liked it. But as a full person on my own, I tried Miracle Whip one time and I was like, you know what? I think I prefer mayo. I just finished Christmas dinner, best dessert ever. A chocolate ice cream shaped like a tier cake covered with chocolate. Ooh. Like actual good chocolate ice cream and good chocolate. That sounds amazing. I only use Miracle Whip as emergency poison. Really? Whoa. I'm not drawing much. I'm trying to think of an idea with cats and boxes and Boxing Day, and I'm like, the whole point of a Boxing Day for cats would be to buy the boxes or to get the boxes. Never mind about sales or anything, just give me the boxes, like empty boxes of stuff. Well, empty boxes of nothing. This stream became a Miracle Whip distro. Oh, yeah. It's a bit like Cheese Whiz, you know? You're like, yeah, but no. Actually, no. Ugh. Cheese Whiz. Good freaking grief. Why? $2, but it has a hole in the front with a cat poking out, maybe. Oh, that reminds me of the pretty awesome Christmas tree that Colin Marmalade made one year, where it was just a tree of boxes in wrapping paper, I think. And they could like travel from one box to another, and there was a hole at the top where the cats could poke out. And they had put like garlands, and I think there was a star on top. Wow, that's a really nice star, Ev. You did a great job. There you go. Cheese Whiz is not necessarily in a can. You can have Cheese Whiz in a jar, but it's spreadable cheese with quotation marks around cheese. We have been officially banned from ribbon on packaging, and if you know me, let's say you just slap in the face. But the fans cat went to town this year and ate. Oh, dude, what? Are they okay? I have to like hide all that kind of packaging ribbons in the freezer until I can throw it away, because if I put it in the bin, the cats will go fish it out of the bin and they want to eat it. And they will eat it, and it's not good for them. Freaking love Colin Marmalade. Yeah, me too. And Jug and Zigzag. Dude, those guys are brave. They have 2 tortoiseshell. Not 1. 2. That's like a whole level of mischief. Is it cheese though? I doubt it is. It's probably exactly what you would call a product of the modern age of food. Like chemically made food, not real food. Cats are all good, but there was unswallowed ribbon like confettis across the house. Oh no. Yeah, just have to up the tissue and stickers game. Yep. Oh, Colin Marmalade posted a video of Marm and Zigzag messing up the Christmas trees. And it was adorable. They're so cute. They get glitter on their fur, swallow it, then have glitter. At least it comes out. I had to pull a long freaking thing. Oh, dude, Trisha, that sounds nerve-wracking. I told my hubby you could buy just a jar of it. Wait. You can buy just a jar of the cheese powder from Kraft Dinner. Wow. Yes, my mom found it on Amazon. Whoa. You can get the nuclear orange or the white cheddar. Not sure on the dairy though, but super handy. It definitely has too much dairy for me, but I'm just stunned that it exists. What I love is the all dressed powders that you can buy. Like here on we have ketchup and all dressed powder, like as in the chips that you can sort of put on your popcorn or anything. Has to be like the big freaked out eyes though. You guys talk about tasting the box. I find that something similar happens when you buy dry pasta that's sold in a box too. Like just opening the box of pasta has this sort of wave of smell that is not exactly pleasant, right? Fingers. Completely agree. Yeah, right. It's disgusting. Pencil that like, hey Kelly, Merry Christmas. Have a great lunch, Phoebe. What's the other thing that I saw recently that absolutely smells like pencil shavings? Well, rooibos tea can smell like pencil shavings. There was something else recently that I was like, ugh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna draw this little doodle on a pre-cut. Though I will have to go get some water and take a bio break. What did I miss? We're talking about having the craft dinner powder in its own jar, and how pasta in cardboard boxes, they taste like the box. Also, the feeling of pastel crayons on my fingers and under my lips. Ugh, I know what you mean. To me, it's more like the feeling of them on the paper that I'm like, ugh, yuck, 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 yuck. I can't walk by the tomatoes in the grocery store without making a face. Alright, give me a second. Bing, boom, bang. Je pense dans tout. Ça va? T'as entendu mon pied qui est passé dans le trou? Complètement pasteur dans la chambre. What I miss? You mean powdered Kraft cheese or just normal Kraft mac and cheese? Hey Val, hi, Merry Christmas. I forget I have legs. .5 libs wouldn't last long. What, powdered cheese? Cheese. That's a lot of fake cheese. Sault, yeah, I grew up in a house where my mom had a fridge that was only for milk, butter, and cheese. Oh, dude. Fake cheese and real cheese hurt me. Well, the thing is with fake cheese a la craft dinner, they still have dairy in it, right? I drink milk like it's my job. Blech. I would eat the whole President's Choice mac and cheese. Whoa. Okay, so I got no frame of reference. How bad is 4 grams of sodium? Doesn't sound all that bad. But might be on the wrong scale. Oh, 400 milligrams. And what's... Oh. Oh no. Dang, what are those handmade watercolors? Oh wow. Oh, that's beautiful. The handmade watercolors are very pretty. They are dairy-free, gluten-free mac and cheese. I don't really do gluten-free pasta personally, but I'm fine with dairy. It's close enough. You can get a decent sort of cheese-like sauce by using their cheddar products, like either the blocks or the slices. I'm going to be bold and ask what people are most looking forward to in 2021. Ooh, that's a really big question. My dad is 67% Kraft cheese. Dang. 2 grams sodium per day, American Heart Association. Oh, okay. Now I have a good frame of reference. I hope it was good, or at least that you appreciated the taste back then. Maybe hopefully sing my own. Oh, I hope so. Yikes. Yeah, okay. Okay. Not that one. Whee! That sounds like an amazing breakfast, Kabu. Chocolate donut and some orange cranberry shortbread cookie. Why make cookies with fruits in them? Blah. The size of the... Which size did I get? Dang, I kind of hate how hard it is to see. I think it's an extra fine. No worries. No problem, Otto. I really also hope that you get to see your mom soon. I have all my fountain pen nibs lined up to go in the ultrasonic cleaner. Ooh. Scary but light thing. Hubs was cooking and asked if I could grab something for him and went into our laundry room, and Bear was just chilling in the garden. Hubs forgot he'd opened the door to cool off, and Bear took full advantage to go sit in the sun for who knows how long. At least he didn't run away. It didn't run away, sorry. But yeah, another lovely holiday aneurysm. Cranberries are done so well. It's not like actual fruit in these though. It's like candies. Well, that's good, but still. There could be chocolate chips in there. What films did you watch on Christmas? We watched Death to Smoochie and Knives Out. Oh, really? Lise? Pretty sure I could send you those. Not anything fancy, but I think I have a few spare handles and a few spare zebra G nibs. You've never heard of Tokyo Godfathers, Otto? It's an animated movie by Satoshi Kon, I think. Movies, but I just discovered that I have Cowboy Bebop on my computer. Ooh, that's a lovely surprise. I do the luck of the draw. Bear siblings are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. What do you mean? Knives Out was so good. Yeah! I was... it's so nice to see a good whodunit type story that actually has all the energy and the feel of the old like murder mystery books like Agatha Christie and Sherlock Holmes and all of that. Oh yeah, no worries. I'll try to remember to set aside a few nibs and a holder. Like I said, the holder is the most basic. I think it's a Hunt plastic holder, but it's quite comfy, and I'm pretty sure I bought like 3 or 4 at some point because I wanted to see the point of leaving nibs in the holder, like for easy pickup, and didn't like the idea, so I have a few extras. It kept me guessing. Yeah, I mean, it's a really, really good story, and I'm eager to see like what kind of story Ryan Johnson will write next, because he wrote this, and I'm like, dude, you're good. Dang, that was great. Also, the cast was amazing. Not gonna spoil it, but really good movie. We watched Shrek 2 and 3, Spies in Disguise, Red 2 and Breach. Wow. Why Shrek 2 and 3 specifically? What's special about those? Willie is a good boy, but happy to just be in a room with you, not at all cuddly. Bings terrorizes my sister's dog and climbs up and over everything and is constantly in trouble. And Cookie is afraid of his Yep. That's a cat thing. Oh. I don't know about Shrek 3, but Shrek 2 is the cinematic masterpiece. I haven't seen it in forever. Oh, only because husband hadn't seen 2 or 3. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, Shrek 3 and Breach was a sure dud out of that list. I don't know what Breach is about. Oh my god, I'll have to get used to updating my signature soon. My little dog don't look home for it. Yikes. We also watched The Queen's Gambit not long ago, and it was interesting. I squashed my old cat recently and I... Yuck. Oh no. Yuck. And now we're watching Hilda on Netflix. And it's so sweet. And I love it so much. Like, people always recommend not watching TV while eating. But I never quite understood that. Because if I don't have TV while eating, at least dinner, I eat it so fast. Like, having something to distract me from eating actually makes it so I don't eat as fast. TV problem is that you are distracted and don't realize that you're full when you're full, but agree with no sound entertainment. Yeah, but the thing is usually, I mean, it can work through two ways, right? But like, either I eat more slowly so I actually realize when I'm no longer hungry, or like, if it's a good day, I am usually able to proportionate the plates in a way that, like, the plate is all you get and the plate is the portion. So you don't really, it's much harder to overeat when there's only so much food in your plate, you know? Can't remember, but I think it's called the popcorn effect because you can eat it for so long before your brain and tummy catch up with. Yeah, but the thing is, with popcorn, you have like a ridiculous portion of popcorn in front of you already. Like, if you sit down with a bowl this big of popcorn, hey, bye, Akuni. Have a great New Year celebration and see you next year. What, already next year, guys? Hey, Lee, hi. Merry Christmas. Or happy holidays. Oh, enjoy dinner, Otto. Let us know how the bisque is. It sounds super good. Side note, odd question. Anyone ever had to wear varifocals? Huh. Not even sure what that is. No. Bonjour ho. What? I can go Joyeux Noël, but aside that. Oh, thank you, Trisha. Oh, Jesus, Bugsabane, that sounds unbelievable. Have 4 prescription in my new lenses, so depending on which direction I move my eyes, it changes focus. Ouch, that sounds like an actual headache. Oh, didn't you see that? It's from some Bloc Québécois MP, I believe. No, I didn't see that. The optician was like, move your head, not your eyes. Yeah, that's not exactly how eyes work, you know? You get used to the feeling of walking on the waterbed. Ugh. That really feels messed up. I mean, new glasses are already hard when you have a single prescription in them. I can't imagine having 4 combined. I'm waiting for this wash to dry because if I paint anything on top of it, it's gonna be a great big mess. You know you have like dust in your brushes when there are hairs in your painting. Dang it. Suggested that instead of the bilingual bonjour hi for the holidays, Quebecois people should say bonjour ho. Yeah, no. No. Abort. That sounds so much like something a Bloc Québécois MP would say. And have all of us like facepalm greatly. No. Like dry. I'm stretching. Natural freaky vision. Yeah, you're lucky, Trisha Cat. People who don't need glasses are not exactly aware of their luck. Usually. Hey, thank you, Lee. I was trying to find a way to draw cats and boxes today. Because of Boxing Day. 64, I can still see my... Well, I can see them if I put them, like, in my face. Though, my fingers are so dry right now and so, like, cracking in all places that it's hard to see what is fingerprint and just broken up finger. I drew my thumb as it was the other day because I was like, how? And it was like this, like 2 really big cracks and a bunch of other small ones, and it's so painful. Now it seems like the big, like, cracks in my finger have closed enough to not reopen right away, but I'm like, why? And it's only that one thumb. Like, all my other fingers are, like, okay-ish. My hands are really dry too. Ugh. Yeah, feet are another issue. Yeah, I use moisturizer, and I found one that I really like that has beeswax in it. But the thing is that I'm often handling, like, delicate surfaces that I don't want to have wax on there. So I gotta be, like, careful of when I put the moisturizer. But I try to put some before I sleep, always. And feet are like, similar issue. Sometimes I do the thing to where I will put some, sorry. I have some polysporin ointment, the one that's like rapid healing and has a bit of pain meds in it. And I will put like a big layer on top of my thumb and put a band-aid overnight. That helps too. Yeah, I tried to get the well, the ones that have a bit of fragrance in them, but they're supposed to be natural. But usually I'm all with you about that, like no fragrance in anything. Not even enjoy the fragrance. It's just annoying. Trying to figure out what I can mix from this palette to create black. I haven't used this palette a lot. I used to take very good care of my feet. Yeah, if you wanna, like, I struggle with the same issue. I don't, like, not like I walk all the time, but it's really, I think the thing that has worked the best has been to use like, you know, the volcanic stone, the pumice stones, and you use it in the shower when you've been in there long enough that the skin has softened. And I found that that's the thing that helps the most with the like the calluses that crack on the foot. My mom uses back balm. It's not sold around here, I think. feet are so ticklish. Yeah, but are your eels ticklish? But yeah, it's so scratchy. It's not that ticklish, but I know what you mean. Like I get it sometimes, but I've tried a few. The thing that works the least well is to use the big emery nail file, but for your for your feet, the big files. To use that on dry foot is the worst. It will actually make it crack even more. So nix that. I've tried the like the metal file, and I tried the stone, and the stone works the best. I'm sure you guys are glad and like happy to know that. Oh, that's great, Tsukabu. Is it made of a special glass that like doesn't break as easily? Thank you, Misha. I really hope it heals quickly too. Especially the thumb, like... If it was my left hand, it would be less annoying, but... Thumb sucks. Used to be the joints that would crack, but now it's the fingertips. What's up with that? Got a pity egg and it works. Is it the kind of filing... something to file your feet? Oh really? Salicylic acid. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, that's great to know, Tsukabu. I've seen those glass files, but knowing myself, I would always be like, yeah, you know what? You're gonna drop that. I'm like, yep, I'm gonna drop that. So let's not get that one. I can crack my fingers. Ow. It's a battery operated pumice stone. Ooh. Oh, that sounds great. Sounds like something that's really handy. What background hues are you using? This is a mix of... hold on. There is Raw Sienna Light from Daniel Smith. This is their green gold. You know, the one that's not the single pigment one. And I use a tiny bit of PG8 too. And for the gray part, I had some gray on my palette, so I picked that up. I think the ink was not completely dry when I started painting because there's a bit of a some area are a bit fuzzy. Hey, welcome back, Phoebe. Hey, thanks, Phoebe. Oh, that's adorable, Lise. Oh, that's so sweet, Trisha. Pico is a little slow too, so we had a really funny moment at lunch where she was sitting on a box very similar to this one actually. And she was like looking away from us, but her ears were like flipped back toward us, and Mr. E like slowly advanced his finger and poked her, and he managed to surprise her. Like, oh my gosh, how distracted can you be, kitten? The answer is very distracted. It's really funny when she's startled because she goes like, "Brrr!" And we're like, what were you thinking about, Pix? I was walking my dogs last week. Walked my girl Kelly first, then Sean. Boy, was that a mistake, thinking I could walk another dog. I could hear Kelly throwing a tantrum about that whole block. Oh no! Was she jealous? Oh, that's so funny, Trisha. Scout is a big proponent of the meow, like the really offended meow. And Pickle is really good at making sounds without opening her mouth. So she's got a whole range of brr, 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 brr. One time she went nyoof on us, and that really made us laugh. But she like, we call her the like an ET sometime. Like the extraterrestrial, because of the sounds she make. Like, are you sure you're a cat? Sounds like he's really communicating with how he changes his responses. We often go, like, we talk to Pico and she will start making the weird extraterrestrial sounds, and we're like, what does that mean, Pico? What are you saying? Bear has an awesome range of sounds, and if he's awake, he spends a good portion of that time chatting away with me. That's adorable. I love cats that like to communicate with their humans. I think that's the sweetest thing. Emmy makes normal cat noises as far as like she meows, like she actually meows. I do that with Peko Tutsukaboo. Like she whenever it's time for food, that's when she comes out with all the noises, and I have discussions with her just for fun because she's like super encouraged by me saying stuff to her, and it's really funny because I'm like, oh yeah, how was your day? Oh really? What did you do? Like, okay, well, I know that's hard, I understand, but you did good. And I just improvise and pretend that I'm having a discussion with the cat. Catsby's very long with a big head. Sometimes he looks a bit like a Muppet. Oh no! I miss having felines to talk to on the daily. Aw, is Laura really talkative? I have a part-time porch kitty. Did you get to see her, Amisha? Or him? You were actually talking to your cat, but the cat was responding in the Cthulhu language. That's what I actually... That's another theory we have here that's quite prevalent. Is Peko being what she is and how she is. We often make jokes that she's talking to an elder one. And she's connected to them through space and time. And she indeed speaks with Cthulhu. Laura is very talkative with me. Oh, that's adorable! And when she's not talking out loud, she's a very clear kinetic communicator. I love the photo you shared when she was coming to get you to go run with her outside. That's so cute. Cats are all great old ones. Well, if they're not, they're clearly connected to one of those in some way. Like, we think H.P. Lovecraft invented something. He was just more keenly aware of how weird cats are. Though he's not a great guy. Oh, thank you, Sally. I'm not much in camera, am I? I saw her once, but she's apparently got several places providing places to get warm and feeding her. My son saw her Thursday and said she's getting... How do you know it's a she? Is it the tortoise shell? Is she back again? I am so glad to learn that I'm not the only one who has backstories and adventures with their fur babies. Oh, all the time. All the time. Two things that happen all the time with the cats is either we invent stories with them, or including them in adventures and all that, or I will say something really mean to them, but just because I know they don't understand. Like, I will look at Scout and I will say, "You are so ugly," and I know I can get away with that because first of all she's not, and second of all she's not understanding what I'm saying. Oh, that's adorable, Police. I didn't know that. Lee says, I also like German Shepherds for chatting. They are almost always oppressively vocal about their feelings. Very pointed about it too. We would have needed Alex in here for that. Yes, it's a 30. A new 30. What? I'm loving that's another 30 though. It's like 100 million thousands % of attitude. I hope you get to see her. Oh no, Trisha. Aw, poor kitty. Broke. Oh. I feel like with the vocals, German Shepherds are like the Siamese cats of the dog world. Almost all of them are so loud. Yeah, Siamese cat, they will be heard. Not messing around with that. My mom and I love your little painting. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks to Kaboo and Mom. Phoebe says, when I first saw the neighbor's German Shepherd, I thought she was mad at me. Turns out barking was just her way of saying hello, sweet dog. Aww. We've all met that cat with the teacup pupils and know what they can do to our toes. Oh, yeah. Our fingers. Scout, like, has eyes like that so often. Even when she's like doing nothing, she has big eyes. You kind of always comment on that. You're like, ah, your eyes are so big. Why do you have such big eyes? Chocolate belly still not good. Oh no. That sounds really uncomfortable. The bunnies are sated for now. Aww. What did you give them to eat? Do bunnies get a special Christmas dinner? Gonna add a bit of color to these doodles for whatever time is left. They've gotten an inordinate amount of raisins over Christmas, but their 10 p.m. treats are just their little amount of pellets. They get them morning and aww. Well, if bunnies like raisins, that's a good reason to have them. A good reason. But yeah. Like, I don't like raisins, but if bunnies have them, they can have all the raisins. It's a great reason. Also a big fan of craisins. Ooh. Is it okay if it's the sweetened kind of craisins? Because it's really hard to find dried cranberries that are not sweetened in some way. I don't know why. Heck is a craisin? It's a dried cranberry. Oh no, Kevin! I hope you feel better now. Dang. Don't eat all the pudding. Cranberries. Oh no, poor cranberries. I much prefer cranberries to raisins. But I wish they would make them like unsweetened. Like absolutely unsweetened. No added sugar of any sort. Not even that, you know, that calorie-free aspartame nonsense. The one I buy here are not sweetened. You're really lucky if you can find cranberries with no added stuff in them. Like just cranberries. Like ingredient lists, cranberries. Because I cannot find any for the life of me. And I would love to have some like dried cranberries without any added stuff in them. Because they're not very sweet when you have them like fresh. Being sick really sucks. Yeah, it does. They have a bitter aftertaste and take all the mush out of my mouth. That's what I like about them. I don't eat dried cranberries often. I just like to add a few in when I do carrot salad instead of raisins. Can you buy cranberries just by themselves? Yeah, I can buy fresh cranberries, and when I had a dehydrator that I had the time and energy to work, I once made a batch of dried cranberries using that, and it was awesome. It was just like cranberries, nothing else, and they went in the dehydrator and came out, well, dry. Ugh, what a surprise. But the only way I can find dry cranberries around here, they have like 3 main types of cranberries. You have the added sugar, they have the sweetened with apple juice, which is like the same, and then they have the no added sugar ones, but they're sweetened with like aspartame or stevia or whatnot. Like they're still sweet, they just don't have like standard sugar in them added. Yeah, I had a dehydrator for a while that I used for food, and I did a batch of dried cranberries, and they were good. What? Oh my gosh, Trisha Cat, what? Who's the character you're drawing? It's a character I've sort of had around for quite a few years now. It's, you know, one of those character for a story in my head that will probably never happen on paper because many pieces are missing. and I don't really focus on fixing it. But I really enjoy doodling elves. Or elf-like characters, like anything with pointy ears. So, yeah. I'm still trying to get better at drawing humans, so he's part of that. It's part of that effort. Never heard of a dehydrator before. It's quite practical, especially if you have access to a lot of fresh produce. It's basically a thing that will circulate warm air through layers of sliced fruits. And it dehydrates it, and you can keep it for longer that way. So in my head that probably won't ever happen. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, I don't do resolutions either. My friend in high school made a resolution to not procrastinate. Aw, Trisha. Well, I hope it happens for you. Really do. And then again, I'm stuck in that moment of waiting for paint to dry. It's just a byword each year, usually about something I need to focus on. Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to learn some new piano songs this next year. My mom got me the piano music from Frozen 2 because I loved it so much more than the first one. Ooh. It's a nice project. My New Year resolution is to feel well enough to get out of bed and go, oh. Also delete all of the, yeah, just in the bin, straight up. I was not in band, but we had music lessons that were mandatory, sadly, and I was stuck with the clarinet. I think I must have talked about that before. Yeah, buying one is always out of the question. Dude, instruments are so expensive. I love music, but the building blocks of it are an enigma to me. I know what you mean, Phoebe. I love music, and it's fascinating to watch people play instruments, but I can't make sense of it at all. Like, I see guitarists playing and I'm like, how? Or drummers, how do they manage to do all that stuff? Like, hit the things at the right time in the right order. I have no idea. Oh, which instruments do you play, Lise? Recorder. Yeah, but I mean the instruments in like band are fancier. Like when you move beyond the recorder. I don't know. Our music class we had the flutes, clarinets, saxophones, trombones, trumpets, drum, guitar. Like all of these are expensive, aren't they? I wonder how well a $50 alto sax work. Broom, trumpets, $100. Okay, not that bad then. I don't know why. I was under the impression that instruments were so much more expensive. One cheap boy. I played the darbuka, an Arabic type drum, the frame drum, overtone flute, and kalimba. That's great. I'm bad. Aw. Well, at least you know how to use them. It's only a matter of practice at that point, right? I love Irish whistles. What are those? Any decent saxophone is around. Ooh. Dang. That's a lot of paints, guys. The one instrument I would have loved to learn, and it's not very surprising because I think everyone must probably go through a phase of that, but I would have loved to learn to play a guitar, or at least figure out how bad I am at it, you know? but like, yeah, my parents were like, oh, it's $100, it's so expensive, and nowadays $100 doesn't get you all that much. So I'm like, yeah, so expensive. It's a type of flute that creates a beautiful, mournful whistle. Ooh. Wow. I'm gonna have to Google that up. to just see what it's like. Come on, scrap paper. I had a huge pile of scrap paper. What did I do with it? It's over here. In what world is $100 not expensive? Well, it's not that much of an expense, you know. If you look at a paint set, I mean, Canadian dollars, so that's about 32 cents US. No, I'm kidding. But I mean, you can get a pair of pants that's like $100. I mean, it's not rare to find stuff that are priced $100, you know. That's what I mean. Like do you have pictures of it? I would love to see it in the Discord or something. Yeah, well, I think that for learning it was just about to get a beginner's guitar and a few classes and see. But because I mean, I think with learning anything, one of the key factors is motivation. It's a bit like when all you have is terrible paints with no strength to them. Whenever you get to try a paint with some strength to it, then you're like, oh, and it kind of gives you more fuel, more motivation to do something. Anyway. It can be too cheap, but just pay a little more and the instrument won't get in your way. Yeah, and there's a reason why a lot of people recommend using like less expensive paints to start, like until you know what you're doing. And if you like it, it's not really worth the investment. Anyway, it was just a bit of a bummer because I hated music. I was terrible at it, and the recorder was kicking my ass, and the stupid clarinet, I would have, no offense to people who like clarinet, I think it could sound awesome, and when played by someone who knows what they're doing and is enjoying it, it's great, but I was not enjoying it, and I just wanted out of that class. But yeah, I mean, there was no YouTube back then. I couldn't just like learn how to do things by being online. Oh, that's really great, Tsukubu. Oh my gosh, Kevin, high five. Like, I had it. I had an easier time doing biology, math, French, like all the science. I had an easier time than in my stupid music classes, and they were mandatory. I couldn't even option out of them for like another artistic endeavor, like drawing, you know. I actually started bleeding into my trumpet. Ooh, ow, 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 ow. Consider myself lucky for being born around the beginning of YouTube. You're gonna make all of us sound really old by saying that. Oh. Things like oboe and bassoon reed cost like an arm and a leg. Do you know why? I have played on a few beautiful grand pianos and state comes. Ooh, that sounds lovely, Tsukaboo. Wow. Because they are double reeds and are very hard to make. Okay, interesting. It's a nightmare to balance them. Is that the interest in plastic reeds? Are they easier to do? My brother and dad are very musical, and I'm here like, hey, yeah. Well, you're artistic. You're an like a paint user. Feels weird because when you say someone's an artist, they can be like anything. But how do you describe someone that's doing what we do, like drawing, painting? Is there a word for it? They are easier to do and are more stable. Oh, interesting. They don't change when the temperature and humidity change. Oh yeah. Do they last longer? I remember like having to repurchase clarinet reeds every once in a while because they would get really gross. And like split and ugh. My parents are the opposite. Both my parents were told to lip sync in choir when they were younger because they were both bad at it. So I'm like, Yes, they last longer. Ooh, awesome. The issue with plastic reeds is that you can reuse them way more often, but you do lose the resonance a bit, especially since plastic doesn't vibrate as well as a moist reed. Ooh, that sounds not great, but I know what you mean. Yeah, there's gotta be a trade-off, you know, like nothing. If it were a perfect improvement, no one would be using the reeds anymore. My grandmother has some cats in her yard and they'll bat around her broom for a good few. That's adorable. Oh, it's gonna be so much more entertaining to broom out the yard if the cats are making it fun. The professional only use like 1 or 2 reeds from a box at a time. Ugh. It's a bit like people who like to use Winsor & Newton Series 7 brushes. Like, many of them are not good enough. It was so nasty stepping on wood just to attach it wrong and spend 5 hours doing micro adjustment. I know what you mean. I had the same issue with my clarinet back then. I was like, ah. And I was bad at it too. Ah, what a nightmare. Yeah, violin is pretty impressive. But yeah, I remember so much having to like unscrew the thingy, try to readjust the reed better, and then screw it back on. And I had no idea how to make it work fine. I just knew that. Or when you try like using the instrument properly and all you can do are those quacky sounds with it. Got caught on my ligature and split it. No! That's not often do we hear people hitting the violin. Have you ever heard kids learning the violin? Dude, we're talking about someone playing well the violin, not someone learning to play it or being awful at it. Now I use my recorder to wake people up or scare people. I kind of wish I still had a recorder around so I could do those the shitty fluted versions of songs. Like, I can't get over it. It's funny. But yeah, if I had a recorder, like, my goal would be to be as insufferable with it as possible. that freaking plastic flute of doom. Like, it would never fit well, and you had, like, the recorder grease that would help or not, and it was gross, and then you had to pull through the fabric thingy in it, and it was still gross. The cover says record. I don't anymore. I saw them for sale, though, at the, it's September, like, for back to school, whatever, and they had recorder, like, in the drugstore, and I looked at them for a while, and I was like, it's only $10. Then I was like, yeah, what? You're gonna have fun with it for like 20 seconds and then you're gonna put it in a corner and never touch it again. I still thought about it. My elementary school teacher taught 30 kids how to sound like a seagull with the recorder. See, that's some usable life hacks. That's great. I wish I had learned that rather than some stupid ass song. The great thing about the darbuka is that I can make it screech in other people's ear when I'm myself. I don't know why badly played instruments can be so funny. It's like a bagpipe. Why are bagpipes funny? You still have your beige Yamaha recorder? Oh, that's the real stuff. That's the real thing. Do you still have all the accessories? Like the little jar of whatever wax, and I think the really fancy kit had the piece to clean it up. It came in a bag with the string, I think. Oh man, the memories. Yeah, I love the bad recorder covers from meme videos too. The My Heart Will Go On, badly played on the recorder, is never not funny. Meaning it's always funny. The bad version of the 20th Century Fox theme played on the recorder really badly is also hilarious. And yes, Lisa is posting the links to the Discord server in the chat. If you're not familiar with Discord, it's a platform for chatting. It's really easy to use. It has various channels for various topics. And we hang out over there all the time. And in between live streams. And we share pet pictures. We support each other. And art questions and all of that. It's over there. So if that's the kind of thing you feel would interest you, feel free to come check it out. 20th century. It's a good thing I'm almost done because my brain is no longer processing words. But the 20th Century Fox is a classic. I agree. It's hilarious. It's so bad. I laugh just thinking about it. I played piccolo. Oh dang, that's really shrill, right? That's the most shrill of all the flutes. Oh my gosh, please, thank you. Yes, I hope everyone has a great weekend. And yeah. Can we believe it that we're almost at the end of 2020? Yeah, sure, we're just changing the number and and like technically it doesn't change anything but the number, but it's gonna be so nice to have sort of a blank slate and not know whether or not this coming number will be just as bad as the previous one. You know what I mean? Now time for the bus fight. 2020, you mean? Not 2021. It's one thing not being able to play violins or clarinets, but imagine not being able to play the triangle. Don't put out the challenge to me. I'm sure I could mess up playing the triangle. I can't dance, I can't play music. I enjoy it, but I'm awful at it. Thank you for putting up the links, Lisa. I really appreciate it. So you have the link for the Discord, the link to my coffee, and there's a link to all the links. Stuff like Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, and all of that. So I will wish you guys a great New Year's celebration and a great end of the year. And hopefully things are not gonna spin out of control too bad before the year is over, maybe, so that we can at least chart up the bad stuff to a new number instead of like being crushed by the 2020 number. Dang it. Alright guys, so have a great weekend. Be careful, be responsible, and enjoy your awesome New Year's celebrations. And I hope you have a great time. We will see each other next week, and we can talk about New Year's celebration then. So let's hope 2021 isn't worse than 2020. I feel like we always say that. I'm pretty sure we all said, oh, let's hope 2020 won't be as bad as 2019, and oh, let's hope 2019 won't be as bad as 2018, and sort of always. But we could have a combo breaker, so let's hope for a combo breaker there. So bye guys, thank you so much for being here. Have fun. Thanks to Lisa and Otto for being my awesome moderators, and links are in the description if you are interested into checking anything. I think there's a link to the main channel too, so yeah. Take care guys, bye bye.